All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Shem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you, sincere Akim, out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this video. I don't want the Ratazah to be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And I saw this popped up in my news feed. As you can see, it's from the BBC News from 23 hours ago. And it reads, brain implants help paralyzed man to walk again. Again, brain implants help paralyzed man to walk again. And I'm going to hit a couple scriptures first. And I jump back into the article and I close out with Revelation 13, a little bit of Revelation 13 and a little bit of Revelation 14. All right. You know me, I don't like to too much speak of, I bring it up, I mention it, but I don't, it's a lot of times when you read this scripture, Revelation 13, particularly verse 16 on down, the video will get flagged and taken down. All right. So I'm not going to go, I'm going to go a little bit above verse, I think it's 15. I go into Revelation 13 and 14 and 15, I believe it is. But if you read 16, for sure the video will get taken down, you know. But like I said, I saw that article and I had to do a lesson on it. The prophecies are screaming, like we keep telling you. The prophecies are screaming. So real quick, Amos 3 and 8. The lion hath roared, who will not fear? The Lord Adawan Yahweh hath spoken, who can but prophesy? And that's what this thing is chiefly about, prophecy. Okay, the spirit of Yahweh Shai is the testimony of prophecy, and that's what we do. We watch where the Lord, where Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is watchmen. We're watching everything, chiefly the news. You know, these different news articles, these different reports, and we're filtering everything through the scriptures. Okay, and we're warning you. We're giving you warning from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, you know, breaking it down plain to you. Okay. So there's no excuses. There's no cloak for your sin. This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and we're at the end. And the last handful of prophecies are screaming. Okay? Our redemption is nigh. We're at the door of Jacob's trouble. We're at the door of the hour of temptation. Okay? For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. The infrastructure, like we keep telling you, is laid already. All right, everything is ready to go. You know, like we keep saying, just push the goddamn button, Sleazy E. Push the button. What the hell are you waiting on? You know? You know? It says, though it tarry, wait for it. The patience and the faith of the saints. Right? Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And the chief prophecy, the main prophecy that we're looking to come to pass is that charagma being made mandatory. And this is further proof of what times that we're living in. At the end it shall speak and not lie. Who can but prophesy? Warn the people. All right? So again, from the BBC News, brain implants help paralyzed man to walk again. So let's read a little bit of this. It says, and again, it was from 23 hours ago. It says, a paralyzed man has been able to walk simply by thinking about it, thanks to electronic brain implants, a medical first, he says, has changed his life. Gert Jan Oskam, a 40-year-old Dutchman, was paralyzed in a cycling accident 12 years ago. The electronic implants wirelessly transmit his thoughts to his legs and feet via a second implant on his spine. The system is still at an experimental stage, but a leading UK spinal charity called it very encouraging. I feel like a toddler learning to walk again, Mr. Oskam told the BBC. He can also now stand and climb stairs. It has been a long journey, but now I can stand up and have a beer with my friend. It's It's a pleasure that many people don't realize. It says, you see the picture of it? It says sensors on Gert Jan's head transmit his brain signals from an implant to a computer. The development, published in the journal Nature, was led by Swiss researchers Professor Jocelyn Bloch of Salaki, how you say this, Lausanne, how you say that, Salaki University, who was the neurosurgeon who carried out the delicate surgery to insert the implants, stressed that the system was still at a basic research stage and was many years away from being available to paralyzed patients. But she told BBC News that it was the team's aim to get it out of the lab and into the clinic as soon as possible. The important thing for us is not just to have a scientific trial, but eventually to give more access to more people with spinal cord injuries who are used to hearing from doctors that they have to get used to the fact that they will never move again. Harvey Sehota is chief executive of the UK charity Spinal Research, which was not involved in the research. He said that although there was a long way to go before the technology would be generally available, he described the development as very encouraging. You can read some more. That's the point, though. You get the idea. You get the idea. All right? You get the idea. All right? So when I saw this article, which this is not the first time you had Elon Musk with the Neuralink, you had other so-called technological advances like this, all right? But we know what the end game is. All roads are leading to the Charagma, all right? So we definitely are in these times, man. Our redemption truly is nigh. Our salvation is nearer than even we believe, all right? So when I saw that, of course, the Charagma came to mind, of course, obviously. But like I said, you can't really read 16, Revelation 13, 16 on down. You can see it. We know it, all right? They'll strike the video for medical misinformation, so, it is what it is. But I'm going to try to read verse 14, all right? This is the main point that I wanted. Revelation 13 and 14. Matter of fact, I start at 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast. The main point is in 14. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and speak as a dragon. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast, which we know the first beast was the Roman Empire. We're living in the second leg of the Roman Empire, right? And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and he causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. We're in the second leg of the Roman Empire. We're in Rome 2.0. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Prime example of that was Hiroshima and Nagasaki, all right? The atom bomb. Right now, those Hawashai's arrows have been perfected. They're not even atomic bombs anymore. They're intercontinental ballistic missiles. They're hypersonic missiles, right? So it says which is 100,000 times more powerful than the atomic bomb, which we know ultimately those missiles are going to be the second death. Going to lead to the second death. America being completely destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. So this is the main point. And deceiveth, that's the point. And deceiveth, that's why we call him the devil, because he's a deceiver. He's a deceiver. Diablos, deceiver. All right? His words are smoother than butter, but war's in his hand. He acts like he's coming peacefully, but he's really coming to destroy you. All right? All these, the Charagma, ultimately, this digital ool is ultimately so that he can get complete control, and also it's for him to try to get the birthright back, So it says, why do I say that? Because if you receive that I almost said it, that M.A.R.K, that charagma, that digital ul, in your right hand, left hand, or forehead, anywhere in your body, if you receive that, you will be destroyed, per Revelation 14:9. Okay? Let's see it. Let's read it. We know it. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, the image is his system that he's setting up, this new world order, this new way of doing transactions. I almost said another key word that they'll flag it for. This new way of operating. It's an operating system, if you can receive it. All right? If any man worship the beast and his image and receive his M.A.R.K, that his charagma, his digital ul, right, in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, his righteous anger, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, which is that's going to be those nukes, the ICBMs, the second death, the lake of fire. The same, if you receive that charagma in you, the same you can't repent from it. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right. So, like I said, that digital ul, this technological advancement, right? It's deceptive, and that's part of the prophecy. A lot of you gonna fold through his deception, his witchcraft, his sorcery, his skullduggery, his lies. You're gonna believe it and be destroyed. Again, and back to Revelation 13:14, and he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. See, that was a miracle. This is a miracle. They said, you'll never walk again. You're through, But through his technology, his technological advancement, chiefly through that charagma, that digital ul, he'll be able to walk again. Which we've been going into that. You had the Neuralink with Elon Musk. Paraplegics walk again. Blind people see. Not to mention all your information will be in that digital ul, all your records. It's convenient. That's the time. Hey, the prophecies are screaming. Who can but prophesy? And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image of the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. You see? I ain't even gonna read no more because it's already touchy, But read the rest of it. We broken records, man. Okay, and that's an actual physical thing that's gonna be inserted in you, which is already here, man. But it ain't been made mandatory yet. All right, and that day's quickly approaching. But that was the point. He's gonna deceive you through the miracles. You see? All roads are leading to the charagma, man. Our redemption truly is nigh. Keep pushing. Keep fighting, man. We're close. Shalom. Wa abad babal. Kwam nesharala.